All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about a decision that is so unbelievably simple, it almost sounds like a trick, but it's not. This isn't about some miracle stock tip or a fancy new app. Nope. This is about one single choice that will literally determine if your next 5 years are about building something amazing or just staying exactly where you are.
So seriously, take a second and think about this. 5 years from right now, who are you? What have you accomplished? Because whether you realize it or not, you're on a path to one of two very different futures.
You see, you're either going to look back and think, wow, I completely transformed my life. Or you're going to look back and say, huh, I am in the exact same spot I was 5 years ago. And the tiny, tiny thing that separates those two realities, it's the one habit we're about to tear apart.
And it all kicks off with what is, and I'm not kidding here, probably your single most expensive habit. And the crazy part? It feels totally free.
Every single time you hit that snooze button, you're not just buying a few extra minutes of crappy sleep. No, you are making a down payment on your future, and you're paying for it with your potential. This is, without a doubt, the most expensive transaction you will make all day.
9 minutes. It feels like nothing, right? So harmless. But those 9 minutes, they're a decision. They are the very first choice you make, and they set the tone for the entire day. A tone of later. But the real cost isn't just putting things off. It's squandered potential. And here's the science to back it up. Research shows that your brain is up to 40%. That's a huge number. 40% more focused in the first 90 minutes after you wake up. It is basically a cheat code for productivity that's just sitting there. But what do most of us do with this mental superpower? We throw it in the trash. We doom scroll through social media, we check emails, we watch dog videos. We are literally handing over our best, sharpest brain power to total distractions instead of our own goals. You know, this isn't about becoming a morning person. It's about being a I'm not going to waste my brain's best hour person.
So why? Why is that first hour so ridiculously important? Well, it's not some kind of self-help magic, it's just biology. Your brain is uniquely wired for learning and focus the moment you wake up.
Now, the scientific term for this is flow-prone neuroplasticity. And I know that sounds super complicated and sciencey, but the idea behind it is actually incredibly simple and powerful.
Okay, so here's the best way to think about it. For the first hour of your day, your brain is like wet cement. Whatever you pour into it is what's going to set and harden for the rest of the day. You pour in mindless scrolling, you get a distracted, unfocused day. But if you pour in learning and intention, you get a focused, productive day. It's that simple.
And this all happens because you've got this perfect chemical cocktail going on. You're at your peak level of dopamine. That's the motivation molecule. And your cortisol is just starting to rise, which is what basically turns you from a sleep zombie into an alert human. This is the biological window of opportunity to build new skills.
Okay, so you get it. Morning, important. Brain, wet cement. But what do you actually do with that time? Look, this isn't about some hustle culture meme. It's a dead simple, repeatable ritual that just builds momentum.
The whole thing is so easy. Step 1, hydrate. Your brain is begging for water. Step 2, move. Just get the blood flowing, a few push-ups, a quick walk, whatever. Step 3, write down one clear goal for the day, not 10. 1, think like a sniper. 4, learn something. And 5, and this is absolutely the most important one, you have to protect this hour. For this first hour, you need to think of yourself as a bodyguard for your own mind. Your focus is the most valuable thing you have, and your job is to make sure nothing, and I mean nothing, gets through to distract it. No notifications, no news alerts, no texts. You are on guard duty. Now here's where it gets really exciting. This isn't about having one good morning. It's about how these tiny daily wins stack up over time into something absolutely life-changing. It's all about the power of compounding. It all starts with just 1 hour a day. That's it. On any given Wednesday, it feels small, maybe even insignificant. But that one little hour a day becomes 365 hours in a year. Do you know what that is? That's more than 15 full 24-hour days of pure, uninterrupted, focused work on yourself. Imagine what you could achieve with 2 straight weeks of laser-like focus. And that's really what this time is. You're not just reading a book or whatever. You are literally building a master's degree in yourself, in your skills, your health, your knowledge. You are binge building your own future. Look, it's not going to happen overnight, but after about 90 days, you start to feel it.
You get that main character energy. After a year, you've banked those 365 hours of mastery. And after 5 years, my friend, you haven't just built a new habit. You've built an entirely new reality for yourself. You're the person who actually did the thing you're only dreaming of today.
So, when you boil it all down, it comes back to that one simple thing. A choice. A decision that you and only you can make every single morning.
Just remember this saying, small hinges swing big doors. That choice you make when your alarm goes off, that's the tiny hinge, but it swings the massive, heavy door of your entire future.
And ultimately, here's the real trade-off. You can either use your time and your best energy to binge build the life that you want, or you can use it to passively binge watch someone else's life. You can be the creator, or you can be the consumer.
So I'll just leave you with this question. The next 5 years are coming no matter what. So when that alarm rings tomorrow, are you going to get up and start building the life you want? Or are you going to hit snooze on a future that could have been yours? The choice is all yours.